Good evening, everybody and anyone, and welcome to the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup 2026 season, powered by Dick Ray. My name is Twess, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday evening. I'm back again. I missed a couple of weeks. Thanks for Nick the Nerd for subbing in and doing some streaming. I had some real-life things and scheduling get in the way. Very early mornings, and unfortunately, Rocket League until 8 o'clock was not on the docket. So happy to be back for this final Week 7 of the regular season. This is it. After this, three teams will be eliminated tonight, and they'll be the end of their 2026 season. Very excited to see who's going to continue onward, and next week we'll get started on Week 1 of playoff. We are only a few weeks away from the finals, which will be July 18th at UMKC for Rocket League and Smash Ultimate Crew Battles both. We're going to have 6 full teams there for Rocket League all day long, so we're going to have, I believe that means it's semifinals, losers finals, and then the grand finals, I believe, will all be happening on that July 18th live finale. Please come out and see us. If you want to come out there, check out the KC Game On website, kcgameon.com. Find out where we're going at UMKC. Come join us on July 18th for the live finales. Players get t-shirts. I'm rocking one right now. I've got my Kansas City Corporate Esports shirt on right now. I need to go get my KC Game On shirt and put it on as well because I got a KC Game On jersey. Be sure to check out all their sweet new merch on kcgameon.com. Thank you for putting all this together. Very excited to be back. Happy to see some more Rocket League. Tonight, we have the Henderson Whiffs going up against the Dick Ray Rocketiers. Two things very cool about that. Dick Ray, our title sponsor, so thank you once again, Dick Ray, for sponsoring all of the Kansas City Corporate Cup 2026 season. And the Henderson Whiffs, one of the two teams that's kind of on the edge, potential for knockout going into the playoffs. So if the Henderson Whiffs win this evening, I believe that means they will clinch their spot in the seeding. They will be the 6th team, and that will knock Populous out of the running. So Populous, the other team that's right there on the edge, and they got to get a win tonight to try to go to a tiebreaker against the Henderson Whiffs. So a lot on the line tonight. Like I said, 3 teams going home. We had 11 teams come out and play this season for Rocket League, which is awesome. Lots of familiar faces from previous season, lots of new faces from new companies, new teams, new players, all very cool. But of those 11, 3 of them will be going home tonight. It'll be the end of their season, and then next week we will start with 8 teams with good seeding made and playoffs and a double elimination style bracket throughout the playoffs. So very, very cool. Should be a good time. Players are getting going. Before they get into that, though, because I missed a couple weeks, I definitely want to go ahead and check in on the scoring update. So I missed Week 5, which was Honeywell Redacted up against the Honeywell Tridents. The Honeywell Tridents took that handedly 3-0, with Honeywell being tied right now for first with 5-1. The only other team that's currently 5-1 right now is the Mellow Fellows. So we've got Mellow Fellows 5-1, Honeywell Redacted 5-1, but the week that I missed, Week 5, Honeywell Tridents took it home 3-0. Last week on stream, they had a doubleheader. Honeywell, I sold the Porsche, went up against Select Quote with the Squadron, sitting at 5-2, very good record as well. And the Select Quote was able to take that one down 3-2. And then the second stream for the night, Mellow Fellows, that number 1 seed, took out G Fiber and the Meme Machine. G Fiber's been very strong this year. They picked up another new strong player, being team captained by Cookie Wookie, a veteran now of the Corporate Cup and of KC Game On, and they got taken down 3-0 last week. So G-Fiber trying to get another win to get their 5th victory as well for the season. And then this week, we've got the Henderson Whiffs going up against Dick Ray Rocketeers right here on stream. The Mellow Fellows going up against Populous. That one's tough for Populous. Populous is in that position of being knocked out at that 2-4 record. If they drop down to 2-5, I do not think that gets them in the top 6. And then as well, Honeywell Redacted going up against Well Sky, Reach for the Sky. This match also going to be very intense. Cannot wait to see the results of that, to see better seeding for the playoffs that will be starting. So lots of movement happening. Oh, and G-Fiber, one more, going up against tied right now against Honeywell Tridents 4-2. So looking to break that seed tie right now, 4-2 for G-Fiber and Honeywell Tridents and the Honeywell Tridents. That should be a good match as well. If I get any updates throughout the night or by the end of the match with the Whiffs and the Rocketeers, I'll be sure to update you guys. Hopefully we get some information, and hopefully that means we go to 5 games tonight so I get longer time to wait. If it's a quick 3 and out, we don't get as much information, and that's really the saddest part. So, all right. I think that's it. Oh, I want to do a quick shout out of our sponsors, guys. Literally, I do not get bored with this. Do not get frustrated. We cannot do events like this in the area or anywhere without our awesome sponsors. So thank you very much. This is the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup 2026 season, powered by Dick Ray, our title sponsor, and will be the team we'll be watching tonight, the Rocketiers. And they came in, before I go on, they came in wanting to play. Title sponsorship brought a lot of teams to a lot of different games, and they are learning how strong the Rocket League scene here is in Kansas City right now, sitting 1-5 for the season. It is tough out there, and I know that they're going to be rearing and ready to come back for next season. I know they're going to come back and try to and do a little bit better performance next season, but it's tough out there, guys. It is not your fault, and the Rocket League scene has grown. So also big shout out to the Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, and Well Sky, all returning and consistent sponsors here of the Corporate Cup and bringing teams to multiple games. And of course, all of this is put on by Casey Game On, the lead man over there, Nick the Nerd, doing so much work in the background to get this whole thing going. So thank you all very much to the sponsors. Also, it's all the participating companies we've had this year: Dick Ray, Well Sky, G Fiber, Honeywell, Populous, Henderson Engineering, Select Quote, Mellow Fellow Boarding, and Burns and McDonald, Burns and Mac. A whole list of teams there, 9 companies participating this season in the Corporate Cup. Super awesome to see. Thank you guys for all of your support, and thank you guys for watching. If you do have some Bezos bucks, you got that Amazon Prime chilling, feel free to drop it here. We do appreciate it. It doesn't go to anybody but Casey Game On and making esports in Kansas City grow. It is a 501c3, so if you got that free Prime sub, do feel free to drop it here. We really do appreciate it. All right. I'm going to make the team stop waiting. I think they're starting to get ready. I'm a little bit early. I talked fast. I got through what I wanted to get through. Got through the stats. Let's check one more thing. I do want to check on the teams tonight. We've got Henderson Whiffs, a lot of very familiar faces. Larry Fish is familiar. Dayton Duckies, Ceaseless was the team captain. He's given up the team captain role to Larry Fish this year. And so very familiar names we have there with a couple of new players with Bailey, Casey Jayhawk, and Improbable Odds. They don't have to bring everybody every night. They have a deep roster. They have opportunities to swap out. And then for the Rocketeers, we've got Bill, Madison, Autumn, Justin, Nathan, and Mike M. Autumn here listed as SSL. I hope this is right, and I hope I get to see Autumn play, because that would be super awesome. Want to see some SSL players in here. That would be super cool. Diamond rank here for Justin and Mike. So like I said, guys, it's tough out there in Kansas City. The Kansas City Rocket League scene is intense. So very tough, but very cool to see the players. We'll see who they end up bringing tonight to play. So should be cool. All right. Let me throw it to a quick BRB screen, guys. Let me get set up. Let me get the match in there. Let me get joined in. We'll be coming back, guys. Week 7, the final week of the regular season. 3 teams going home tonight. Don't go anywhere, guys. It's going to be a fun one this evening, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the first match. Here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh. All right. Little awkward. I'm a little confused. I didn't get the update. I guess this is going to be a 2v3. I'm assuming that we've got a players down for the side of Henderson, which is intense because they could get knocked out if Populous wins tonight and Henderson loses. But it's a 2v3. I'm trying to make sure I get an update from the players that this is correct. They are sending it. They're still playing, and there's only 2 players for Henderson in the Discord right now. I'm not going to go bother them. They're trying to win a 2v3, but this will be crazy. This will be the nuttiest game ever. So it seems to be right now that Henderson on the side of Orange is only going to have 2 players tonight going up against the 3 for the side of the Dick Ray Rocketeers. I think the Rocketeers have their work cut out for them. This might be one of the toughest 2v3s they'll ever play. This is Ya Boy and Dad Cave, both veterans of the Corporate Cup. I believe Dad Cave is Larry Fish II, Larry the Fish. He's gone by a few different names over the seasons, but same player, I believe. And they are both very good, and they play very well together. So we're 2 minutes in, still 0-0 right now for both teams, obviously. I'm kind of just flabbergasted. I'm taken aback right now. I thought I would have got an update that been like, hey, we're down a player. We're going to send this 2v3. No, nothing. They're just going. And to me, that speaks confidence that they're just ready to do this and win this match. Yeah, very important match. It's more important for Henderson than it is for Dick Ray. Dick Ray has struggled this season, so they're sitting at 1-5 right now. Even if they win with the 2-5 record, I don't think that'll be enough to put them in the top 6, or excuse me, the top 8 for the playoffs. So it's less important for them, and they showed up to play this Week 7 match. Henderson out here with a 2v3, potentially playing for their playoff lives. So very intense here, and of course life gets in the way. All these players are co-workers, and so real life happens. This isn't their full-time jobs, and so sometimes things get in the way, and they're going to do work the best way they can. They couldn't have picked 2 better players, I think. I think if anybody's going to do it, this your boy and Dad Cave going to do it. We've got updates live. Wanted to play with 2. Okay, correct. Thank you, Casey Game On. All right, so now I will be less flabbergasted and more impressed by everybody here on the field. So they're going to send it with the 2v3. Player issues in a busy week. Trust me, I missed 2 weeks of the season myself, so I completely understand the busy life. Let's see what they can do here. Right now, doing very good to keep it 0-0. I think the lower this game stays, a better chance it has for Henderson right now. Your boy with a shot towards the net, but he gets kicked out by Radical Knight. Let's do a quick player check-in now. 3.5 minutes in. I'm still so distracted. Radical Knight, Church, and Savage Beast coming out for the Rocketeers tonight, going up against this devilish duo of your boy and Dad Cave. Dad Cave going to try to take it away. Gets it through all three defenders. Opportunity now here with an open net. Going to try to get the angle. Will be able to. And Dad Cave gets on the board 1-0 over the Rocketeers with 1:10 remaining. And so only 70 seconds left in the game, and they finally do take the lead. Opening point of the night. Let's see how Rocketeers respond. Church going to try to follow this one up the wall. Once they get it past the defenders here, kicks it towards the midfield. They got to start using their numbers. You're down a point now. You know it can happen. You know they can score, and you know they're defending you. You're not able to get a point on the board. That is tough. Use your numbers to the advantage. Oh, and your boy sneaks one in. He wants to get on the board as well. Henderson increases the lead 2-0 now. 55 seconds left. You got to use your numbers. You got to have a player or two players start playing demo mode. They got to start being the body, be the bully, be the bouncer, and start taking these players out. Make it a 2v1, way better advantage, or even more so a 3v1 if you can get a couple good demos in a row to keep the players on respawn. .45 seconds left now. Rocketeers got to get a little bit comfortable. Got to find the rhythm for themselves. Get some team play going. Radical Knight with an open net. Going to try to get over top of Dad Cave. No, great read by Dad Cave there to put the brakes on and hit the back pedal stall right in the midfield. Down to the last 25 seconds as Henderson holds on to this lead. And Dad Cave gets on the board again. 3 now for the 2v3 Henderson. Off a great round out of the corner and the demo from Henderson themselves. Church overshoots it a little bit. Dad Cave gets a shot towards the center net. And that is going to, for sure, secure game 1 here. I told you, if it was going to be anybody, man, these two playing together is scary. Nice little bicycle kick there, trying to get it towards the net. Church will clear it away to the corner. And I think already the Rocketeers got to be looking towards game 2. There's a great shot from Radical. That one's going right towards the net. Is your boy going to be able to get there in time? Doesn't wrap underneath it, but it goes out wide left. I thought that was center the whole way. It rolls off to the left. And the Rocketeers not able to get on the board in game 1. Henderson will take it with the 3-0 victory. Going 2v3. Stepping up to the plate. They say, oh, it's an important match. This keeps us in the playoffs. Yeah, we'll just run it. We're not going to try to reschedule. Life gets busy. It's a busy week for Henderson. And they're just going to send it anyway. And they come to the table and they show up. 5 shots from each player on the side of Henderson. I didn't want to sit on the scoreboard, guys. I'm going to make sure these players were on their time tonight. We're not going to keep them waiting. If they're readied up, I'm readied up. Here we go. All right. What do the Rocketeers have to do? They got to start playing as a team. I know that sounds silly. They got to have some good communication. They got some good team comms now. And they really need somebody to start being bully. Or rotate between people being bully. Have somebody just chase. Right now, somebody should be hitting your boy in the background. He's going to take it all the way to the house by himself. Tries to get it past the defender, but Dad Cave will come in for the support. And this time, comes out swinging immediately 11 seconds into game 2. Your boy tried to get it in by themselves. Wasn't able to. Dad Cave was there for the backup. And on the board early here for the Henderson Whiffs. Not whiffing that one. Just I was saying that, though. They needed somebody on Dad Cave. I believe I said they needed somebody on your boy during the cast. They need somebody on the backup player in the background. Let your 2 defenders handle the goal, do the defense, and then somebody else needs to be looking for that follow-through. Like right there, Dad Cave again. 20 seconds in and 2 points on the board. What are you doing to him, Henderson? With the style, the 360 as well. Oh, my goodness. Just style on him, why don't you? 11 seconds, 9 seconds for the first 2 goals for Henderson. I told you, Rocketeers. I told you, it's not easy out here in Kansas City. The Kansas City Rocket League scene has stepped up, especially here at the Esports Cup. Radical Knight trying to get this one cleared out. We'll put it into the corner. Your boy with a nice little catch here. Wants to stall it into the corner. Wants to slow that offensive push. Radical Knight gets it cleared out a little bit, but Dad Cave goes up for a nice save back to the midfield. Dad Cave going to take it away from Church over the midfield line now. Wants to get up over the front of Radical Knight. Radical Knight does get a little bit of disruption. Will stop the playthrough. Your boy was sitting in the background ready for the slam dunk. and stalls out. Dad Cave going to run this one backwards. Wants to do a back pass off the back wall. Going to take this one all the way to the house. Half a tank of boost left. Barely gets it across midfield. Loses control of it here, but your boy's going to be there for support. Church sitting back in the goal on defense right now. Doesn't want any more points going in to try to climb up that hill. Dad Cave with a nice catch off the back wall. Savage Beast trying to set this one up. Wants to be take it away, but won't be able to. Gets underneath and back passes it to the blue side of the field. Rocketeers got to get something together here. Radical Knight wanted to go up for that, but Dad Cave gets there plenty early enough. Your boy with a nice, calm midfield sit and just drops that one into the heart of the net right there. 3:27 remaining, up by 3 in this 2v3 performance. Definitely a little bit awkward there on the defender. Came off the back of the car slightly. Didn't get quite up high enough, and it just rolled off the back right into the hands of Henderson. And Henderson just in a different league than the Rocketeers here. Once again, big shout outs to Dick Ray, the title sponsor of this event, coming in here for their first season to come play and to come sponsor, getting the title sponsorship spot. And the Rocket League team here, though, I don't know if they knew what they were in for. I don't know if anybody warned them. I don't know how much they've been talking to the other teams. Some cross-company collaboration, but I don't know if anybody gave them the newsletter that these players come to win. And you see it here, even with the 2v3. Henderson, one of our long-standing teams at the Corporate Cup, showing them what they mean. Shot towards the net from Dad Cave. Will bounce off the left side post and in. 4 points on the board before the halftime. In game 2, already up 1-0 in the match. I didn't even check, guys. Did the Barrel update? It did. Big shout outs to the broadcast assistant for Rocket League, helping us with a nice scoreboard here this year in the 2026 season. It's amazing. Your boy get a steal from 2 defenders. Dad Cave going to be there. No, a little bit of miscommunication from the Henderson fellas. As they bump each other in the midfield, lose possession of the ball. Your boy going to try to take it back again over the hands of his teammate, Dad Cave, trying to stop it into the corner. Wants to put it towards center net. Will be able to get another chunk on it. Great angle and great patience from Dad Cave, just waiting in that corner. Radical Knight was getting a little bit physical there. Okay, I missed it. Radical Knight, more of that. More physicality. Don't let his wheels touch the ground. Don't let him get control of his vehicle. Bump him out of there. You guys got the numbers. Body him. Body him into the corner. Dad Cave back pass off the wall. Almost gets a clear across midfield. Dad Cave will take it out of the hands of Savage Beast and Church. They're both trying to go for it. Here comes off the wall now. Full boost in the tank. Wants to get the flip. Reset off the ceiling. Gets it towards the net, but it'll be low right side and saved out by Radical Knight. Another opportunity coming towards center. Wants to set it up for your boy, but it's too far on the cross. All the way to the other side of the field. Now Radical Knight has an opportunity. Big open field. Run this one into the net. Will be able to take the opportunity. And the Rocketeers get on the board with 1:44 remaining. Your boy and Dad Cave both committed to the 2-man team play there on offense. Nobody able to get rotated back in time. Radical Knight takes advantage of the open net. Drops that one in. Dad Cave gets a big steal away now off the sidewall. Wants to put it in the corner for a back pass towards the center for cross to your boy. Going to be stalled out. Doesn't need it. Who needs the cross? Just do it themselves. Once again, just keeps the pressure up on offense. Doesn't give up. Chases this one down. It is interesting from a spectator point of view. Watching the 2v3, their movement is quite different. They are. I don't know if patient is the right word. It's almost aggressive. They just sit on the ball and they chase so much harder than they normally would. I think if it was a 3v3 right there, even against the same team, I think your boy rotates out. Or excuse me, I think Dad Cave would have rotated out on that last goal. I think when they rotated out, tried to get reset back and take another shot. But up here to this one, when you got down by the numbers, you don't have time to rotate. You can't rotate back. You just got to make plays happen where they can. Super interesting to see. I feel like I can see the movement difference for the team of Henderson. Watched a lot of Henderson, specifically these 2 players over the years. And they seem just so much more calm and patient in the corners, knowing, like, here's your boy. Your boy's got to follow this. 2v1, you can't rotate. Send Dad Cave back. Let Dad Cave set up again. Your boy's is going to chase. Dad Cave finds the opening right to the center of the net. 7 points on the board for Henderson. Super impressive play by your boy in Dad Cave. Tough to watch if you're a Rocketeer fan. If you're watching, guys, and you're checking out the stream and you're from Dick Ray, big shout-outs. I'm a tradie myself. Don't hate me. I'm an electrician. I'm sorry. I respect you guys. But it's tough out there for the Rocketeer fans. This is the ceiling that has been set for Kansas City Rocket League. It shows right here. This is the kind of competition you can expect in the Corporate Cup. Church with a little solid in the middle, trying to get over to Savage Beast. Gets taken away by Dad Cave. Dad Cave going to cross this. Your boy sitting in the midfield, rotating back, drops it off the ceiling. Your boy takes a shot, but it'll be off to the right side corner. And last 5 seconds here as it ticked down. Henderson in a commanding position now, both in the match and for Game 2. The 7-1 victory after the... Oh, I apologize. Radical Might made me eat my words. The 7-2 victory in Game 2. After the 3-0 closeout in Game 1. Extremely impressive from Henderson. And maybe they know. They know how important this is. They didn't want to reschedule. They didn't want to risk rescheduling and potentially even losing just to the forfeit. You can't give up the final week of the season to a forfeit. So you come in 2v3 with your best hopes and best intentions, and then you show up and play. 11 shots and 6 goals for Dad Cave RL. Calm down, sir. Calm down with the 1062 scoreboard. Oh, my goodness. I guess that's what you do. You get a little bit more ball touches when there's 33% less players. All right, game number 3 here. Have the Rocketeers warmed up in the first 2 games? So they find a little bit more team communication in their chat. They're not in the KC game on Discord, so they're hanging out somewhere talking to each other elsewhere. Your boy immediately, last time, game 2 it was 11 seconds. This time it was 10 seconds. Wanted to make sure to step it up from game 2 just a little bit. Your boy on the board, 1-0 for Henderson. Dominating performance here from these 2 players tonight. I have hopes that other teams have done it for years now. There are a lot of friends that have been made cross-company because of the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup. There's also just been like online gaming friends that have been made. I hope that the Rocketeers and the players, all the players over at Dick Ray come out of this season with a little bit bigger friends list and a little bit local gamers that they can hang out with and play with and match with. Because I guarantee you that people would love to see them come back and be a little bit stronger next season for 2027. You get some cross-company competition, but again, there is that cross-company collaboration as well as people get to interact from coworkers from elsewhere, and I hope this becomes one of those situations. I can't wait for the story for 2027 if Dick Ray comes back again and shows up with just a little bit more skill than they had. Maybe just from the motivation of it. Maybe just from the motivation of, guys, we came in as a title sponsor. We were like, oh, Rocket League in Kansas City, this happens? Yeah, we're doing this. And then committed and then realize the skill level that you're going to go up against. And this isn't, you're not playing online. It's not the whole world matchmaking. It's 40 or so players locally that live here in Kansas City, and this is the skill ceiling that they've achieved. Very impressive stuff. And perhaps a little humbling for the Dick Ray players. Dad Cave getting on the board again. Just a beautiful shot. Players out of position or not. An awesome shot from all the way 3/4 downfield. Perfect angle control. Just hearted it. Couldn't have got any more centered. Rocketeers, if you guys come back and watch this VOD, I hope you listen to my words. There are a lot of awesome people that come out of the Corporate Cup, and if you guys want to compete again, you'll be welcome back with open arms. And if you want to practice in the off season or just play casually, I guarantee you'll be welcomed with open arms as well. We've assembled quite a bit of gameplay skill and knowledge here in a pretty tight-knit community. and always wanting to grow. Great little cross pass there into your boy's hand. He's going to try to dribble this one up nice and slow. Gets taken away by Radical Knight across the midfield line. 3 minutes left here in Game 3. Henderson holding on to that 3-0 lead once again as they were in Game 1. This time quite a bit earlier. Oh, no, over the top of the defender, your boy. Oh, wait, no. That was almost insane. I wish I could see a replay on that. I thought your boy was the defender, and he backflips out of the way to try to give the score to his teammate. That was beautiful awareness of, or situational awareness and car awareness. Your boy does get credit here off the assist of Dad Cave. Just a little stall out to the side of the net. Beautiful angle. Backed into it for your boy. Savage Beast not able to get there in time. The play before that was awesome. I wish we could see the replay from about 15 seconds before the goal. As your boy backflips out of the way of his own team's shot. Coming up on halftime here in Game 3. Radical Knight wants to take this one to the house, sets it up, chips it up in the air. Dad Cave going to stall it as well. Where's the follow through? Savage Beast into the corner, not staying back. Church staying back in that goalie position, doesn't want to give up any more points. Also, Rocketeers, especially in this situation, but if you're outskilled, if the skill rating is just different between the two teams, it doesn't harm you to play more aggressive, either both for practice or just to get in the heads or get the other team out of position more. Don't let them just have control of the ball, especially when you got the team name or the numbers like this. Somebody just be chasing one of the other players the whole time and get some demos. There's a demo onto Dad Cave right there from Savage Beast. Opens up a little bit of the field. Your boy going to take this one all the way to the blue side of the field, though. Gets it out of the red zone. No worries there, having to defend 1v3. Dad Cave going to try to take this one from the net. Chips it into the middle. Wanted to get a pinch off the ground, but not enough speed. It'll be off to the right side. Your boy going to try to drop this one. Center of the net, up high. Will be able to. A soft touch from your boy. Extends the lead 5-0 with 1:40 remaining. Beautiful little touch there. Just to secure that point. It might have rolled in anyway. It had a nice little angle on it coming off the top post there, but didn't matter when your boy was there. Savage Beast. Shot towards the net, but it goes out wide left. A little bit of miscontrol off the front of the vet. 90 seconds left now. And I do believe this will be the end of the Rocket League team for the Dick Ray Rocketeers here in the 2026 season as we count down these last 75 seconds. 5 points could get on the board. There's plenty of time, but this has been a pretty astounding performance from the two players here on Henderson as we walk this one out to the last 60 seconds. I hope the players from the Rocketeers and from all of the other games as well come out to the live finals on July 18th for Rocket League in the Smash Ultimate Crew Battles. You can do what I do. I don't play in these tournaments, guys. There's a reason that I sit behind the microphone, all right? You don't want to see me play Rocket League. Come to the live final on July 18th. Come join me for some co-casting. We'll slot you in. Give it a shot for yourself. How about it? Come pick up your t-shirt. Come meet everybody in person. Come put some usernames to some faces. Have a good time out at UMKC on July 18th. Also going to be some sweet Smash Ultimate players there as well from the Kansas City area. What a beautiful angle from your boy. Just off the wall. That was center net again. Great save from Radical Knight to go up and get that one. 20 seconds left. In the final 10 seconds. Another shot towards the net from Dad Cave, but he has the left post, so they're able to clear it out. Last 4 seconds. Your boy going to try to take his opportunity. No, Radical Knight clears it, and that is going to do it officially. Game 3, set and match for the 2v3 Henderson Engineers. And they secure, I believe, a guaranteed spot in top 8. We will have to double check by the end. I don't want to call that because I'm not a statistician. But I do believe that secures them in the top 8 with a 4-3 record on the season for Henderson. Great games from your boy in Dad Cave. And shout-outs to Dick Ray and the Rocketeers for coming out in the 2026 season. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had fun. I know it feels bad. It might not feel good to lose like that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It hurts. But that is what we bring with the Corporate Cup here at Kansas City. It's very awesome to see. I think 4 years ago, I don't know if that could have happened. I think the ceiling has just grown up by everybody. I think everybody has gotten better. The best players have gotten a little bit better. The worst players have gotten way better. Everybody's gotten better. It's awesome. But again, I can't talk, guys. There's a reason I'm in front of the camera behind the mic, and that's because I can't play Rocket League anymore. So I don't try to tee up anyway. Big shout-outs to the Rocketeers for coming out and playing. Do come out to the live finals, guys. Everybody, spectators, are welcome as well. If you're a player, be sure to come pick up your free T-shirts. Super awesome and a good time. I do want to check in. Oh, I also didn't talk about, guys, we're in Kansas City. The World Cup is here, by the way. We're playing Rocket League. I didn't even mention it in the intro. World Cup is here. History was made with Lionel Messi in the Argentina game. I believe the Netherlands game is tomorrow. I'm going to be downtown Kansas City, 20 floors above, watching the Sea of Orange walk through downtown at Kansas City. So hope you guys are all having fun with the World Cup as well in Kansas City. Super cool time to be a sports fan and an esports fan. Because that's it, guys. That's week 7. Rocket League, regular season, up and down, guys. Next week starts the playoffs. We've got 4 weeks of playoffs, and then the live finale with 6 teams will be taking to UMKC on July 18th. Be sure to come check it out. Big shout-out once again, guys, to all of our sponsors. Thank you guys very much for supporting esports in Kansas City and the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup 2026 season, powered by Dick Ray. Big shout-out as well to Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, Well Sky, and, of course, KC Game On for helping put all this together. Thank you guys very much. My name is Twess. I hope you guys had a good evening tonight. That was a quick one and a little bit fun and interesting to end out the regular season. Thank you guys all very much for watching. Come back in about half an hour. We got Smash Ultimate Crew Battles starting at 8 p.m., 8 o'clock with Kosak and Big M. And be sure to come check that out. And then come back tomorrow, Thursday, for League of Legends with Devin Does Tech as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys had a great night. We'll see you next week for week 1 of playoffs and an updated roster and bracket list. Should be fun to look at. Have a good one, guys.